love it. Everybody's waking up to the drama. Let's, let's get to work. Get to work. Go berserk. Oh, well, we got past I forgot what they call it. It's 3 o'clock is the hardest time to start driving or drive through. You know, because your body's telling you, hey, you need to get some sleep. But welcome in. Good morning. Everybody's waking up. What's going on, Mike? Hey, you notice I didn't do what is it, vertical or horizontal? I never get those right. Um, but I'm not doing that today. We ain't doing that for a minute. Um, got enough of that mess. But I'm trying to get into Georgia, get this load off so I can get paid this week. I got to start working on minimum mileage. One of the dispatchers tried to convince me, "Oh, we'll send you to Washington State, so I won't be home in time for New Year's." My wife, it's very important for her to be home for New Year's. I could care less about New Year's. More and more, I don't even want to drink on New Year's. I could care less. Um, I prefer Christmas, but we haven't really technically celebrated Christmas in a minute. We still buy each other presents, but we usually give it to each other later on when I come home for New Year's. Um, oh, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm really not complaining. But one year, I want to be home and get up on Christmas Day and open up presents. Or be on a cruise ship on Christmas. That's probably the next thing I want to do. Be on a cruise ship for Christmas. I think that would be freaking awesome. I'll never do Thanksgiving again. No, never again. Never. The food was lousy. I mean, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. The food was horrendous. It was stupid. They ought to be freaking ashamed of themselves. I don't know why that's telling me to go that way, but we ain't going that way. Uh-oh. I don't know why it's telling me my GPS is telling me to go a different way. Nope, we not doing that. But welcome to the morning ride. This is what we do. Yeah, but he's trying. Oh well, another driver wants to head south, and you could use that. And I'm like, ain't there a superstorm coming in? I didn't know. I didn't realize it at the time. So from now on, when somebody asks me, "Hey, do you want to do this?" I'm checking the weather to see if it's possible. You know what I mean? I spent so many years heading into snowstorms, driving through whiteouts and stuff. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to do it no more. I'm working hard to keep my job. I'm working hard to stay. Like right now, I got it's a smart camera or whatever, AI camera. So I gotta watch how I kind of swipe like TikTok and stuff like that on a different mount, not the mount that is on right now, but it's below my eyesight and in the coffee holder, and I just use my finger to swipe up when I'm driving. I don't even look at it. You know what I mean? I just listen to it. But the reflection hits my windshield, so I got to turn it down to the bare minimum. I forgot. Did it again this morning. I got to turn the reflection down to bare minimum and change the angles to straight up and down. So I'm still swiping, but I'm not doing it. I got to get that thing from my finger, and do it like that. But it's something to listen to. I don't want to really be listening to music all the time. I'd rather listen to someone talking or someone doing stuff like that. And it's really most of all just me listening and keeping my brain operating at a certain type of performance. You know what I mean? It's just like there's a difference between me driving in the city like I am right now than the driving in a regular road on the interstate with no lights. Further out from the city, you're not gonna have lights, and it doesn't keep my mind situated on looking around, checking all my mirrors and stuff like that. It's not as everybody can. Oh, you just sit on your butt and drive. By the time I stop, I am mentally exhausted. By the time I stop later on in the day, I'm mentally exhausted. And the older I get, I need to be like when I unload at the shipper or whatever or the consignee, I need to take a nap so I can recharge. Everybody else be in a rush. They're flying down the road, the whole nut. Look, see this nut? See him? He's in a rush when you got that giant bullet going down the road. Man, I'm doing like 59. I'm about to get over in the right lane and slow it down even more till the sun comes up because I'm not in a rush. I'm way ahead of the game. As long as I get there before 12, I can get this in and get paid. I think I'll be 2,200 for the week, and I'm good with that. I need to make that my my minimum, but hopefully maybe kind of sort of they'll point me in the right direction to start next week's paycheck. I need 3 good paychecks before the year's done. But it is what it is, bro. But well, I started the morning, and I'm gonna do it when I stop. I'm leaning deeper and deeper onto the stairs to get the push-ups because eventually I want to be straight, regular push-ups on the ground. I want to be able to do 50 straight good push-ups. And I'm so out of shape that just leaning on the side of the truck is hard. But I'm starting to get used to it. I'm starting to get it. And then from there, I want to do some push-ups and maybe some burpees, and be like Frugal Mama, bad, just be getting that exercise in. But however you do it, however I try to do it, I just gotta convince myself because I'm learning now that a lot of this is subliminal. You know, I don't want to do it. Blah 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 blah. And our subliminal mind, I'm saying our, but I'm meaning my subliminal mind is a bit different. It's a bit different than the regular subliminal mind. And like I said, I listen to this one guy. He's on my FY, what a FYP for you page or whatever on TikTok. And man, he's just be breaking down the mental stability that I didn't realize I didn't have. You know, he breaking it down, my mental stability that I didn't have. I'm like, thank you, sir. You're right. You know, I'm like mentally unstable. Oh shoot. But we'll see. Let's see what the heck. You know what? I gotta pull over. I gotta pull over and look at where it's saying that I'm pretty sure right now I'm on 85 South. I gotta see. It's in South Carolina. It was telling me to go around, and that's stupid. When it's safe, I'm gonna pull over, figure out where my fuel stop is. Oh shoot, yeah, I need to pull over. Oh boy, let's see here. Hold on. Everybody in a rush. Nah, I'm not in a rush no more. Get that. Let's see where we at. The crazy part is I'm trying to do 2 hours now, but we'll see how that works. I'm like, oh, I ain't got nothing to say. Oh well, oh well. Oh man, I gotta start driving better, and the reason is I got this smart camera. Uh, I've been jumping in and out of lanes where I got to give myself a truck length to be able to move into a lane. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's going to eventually going to catch up with me. It's eventually going to catch up with me. Let me pull over so we can figure out. We can't be looking at it while we're driving. I got to pull over, put on the flashers, and let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, see? It's 63 in South Carolina. I'm going the right way. This thing trying to make me go around and all this other stuff. No, I knew I was going the right way. And see, you see how I'm not doing above 50 yet. What I do is I put my blinkers on. I'm letting the other truckers behind me. Hey, stupid! I'm not going fast enough beware, I'm not going fast enough. So once I hit 50, I'll turn it off. This is how I was taught. Other drivers don't do that. Hey, don't put on your flashes. Don't be. You got everybody that's a super trucker that thinks they know everything. I don't know nothing. I'm telling you right now. I'm stupid. That's why I'm a driver. Can't come on here and say, "Well, you think you know what he's doing?" Nope. Yeah, Mike. And the main reason is that truck accident I got into 11 years ago. The guy came out in the lane. My guy I was training, he didn't have that depth perception yet, and he ran right in. He clipped the guy. If the guy would have had his flashes on, it would have told him, "Hey, this guy is something wrong with that guy ahead of me. Maybe I should slow down. Maybe I should get over." That's the main reason why I still do it to this day. You'll see in a lot of trucks, the guys, they close. There's curtains behind my seat. I don't close my curtains. I'm scared. No, just be honest. I woke up. The truck was moving, and those curtains were on fire when the accident happened, and it has damaged me for life. I almost didn't get back in the truck, but I said I got to get back in the truck. If not, I'll never do this ever again. And that's what happened today. I always sleep with my curtains open. So if you look in here, you see my butt and my goofy ass in the back. I just can't do it. I tried a few times. Every once in a while, when it gets really cold and I'm trying to keep warm, I'll do it, but I don't sleep right. You know, and that's the main thing. You got to be able to sleep right during this mess. Gotta be able to sleep right, brother. I don't know why it was sending me around. I think I'm in Charlotte right now. It's sending me around Charlotte. I'm going through Charlotte. There ain't no bypass for this place. But it's all good. It's all good, brother. Mike. I was shaking. I was done for the day, and I looked out. The auction was still going on. This was a big one this time because normally they only do like 300 pieces. They did 800, and I was like, I could get that big lawnmower. And I was like, oh, okay. Calm your roll, slow your roll. You got all this other stuff that you haven't even gotten to yet. You're broke. You're asking your wife, can you borrow some money to pay a bill? And all you're gonna do is you're looking stupid. And I just calm myself down. I got so many things that I got need to be working on. I just calm myself. I thought, okay, let me stop. Let it go. But I'm happy that I'm thinking like that instead of being impulsive. I was always an impulsive person. I was very, very impulsive. Um, very impulsive. Um, you would have thought, they make up these names nowadays for actions that some people do. I wasn't it. I'm not. I could have been an alpha male, but I didn't want to be because I grew up um, in a very harsh environment, and I was very quiet. I watched a lot of stuff that I didn't need to see. I, I heard a lot of stuff that I didn't need to hear, and it damaged me. It damaged me. mentally. And, the outcome was I took a lot of stuff that I didn't need to take. And I blamed myself when it wasn't my fault. And it got worse over the years in my first marriage where I literally shut down. I shut down my feelings and didn't realize it. I didn't realize that my feelings were shut down. I recently had to, let my son go and tell him, look, I can't have you in my life where you acting like this. And I was just thinking about this morning. I never got a birthday present from him. I never got a card or something that was made like Happy Birthday, Merry Christmas. Nothing from him. She taught him all of this crap. And I remember when I finally wised up and got away from that bad marriage, that my feelings were so shut down that when the first person came along, the first person that was a liar, and I'm not talking about my wife now, but the first person came along that act like they cared about me and so forth and so on, I opened that door to my feelings and couldn't shut it. I couldn't shut it back. And then it just overwhelmed me because I found out years later, being an empath, that it was just tenfold. It was very overwhelming. And I remember my first date with Norma, where we walked. Our first date was not like everybody said, you got to go to spend $400 or $500 for $400 or $500 for a meal. No, our first date was walking up Stone Mountain because I met, a woman that she does boot camp and all this other stuff. And I remember being out of breath from that. But I remember how I told her, I didn't sound right. I sound just the opposite. That I was fed up with dating. I was fed up with, I was ready to just give it all up and be done with it. And and I didn't know how to act. I still don't. I'm still learning. I'm still being effort, it's not effort, whatever that word I'm looking for. But I learned to try to, I'm trying to find the right words. I'm still in the learning stage, even though we've been married for 8 years, been together 10. This February we'll be married for 9 years. In March, I think March, we'll be together 11 years, and I'm still learning. And I forgot that I've gotten a little complacent. So I told her, look, we need to start doing some more date nights. I'm thinking we got to do some more date nights because, lately when I get home, I've been wanting to do what I want to do. But that's not the job. That's not what the job entails. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm not local anymore, so I'm only getting home. I'm going to be working every 3 weeks and come home. Do 3 days. So if I do 4 days, my check's going to be crappy. But, so I come home every 3 weeks, probably around the first of the month, so I can, keep the yard and all of that so we don't get this big ass fines again. And I'm trying to be a part of that and understand. Because soon as I come home, she wants to go somewhere. Well, let's do this. I drive for a living. I don't want to do that crap. But I have to start reminding myself that I have to spend some time with the wife. So, like New Year's, we're gonna go down to the casino. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? I don't know if this thing is open or not. No, that's closed. It's closed. But I have to once again consider her needs and wants. So we're gonna go to the casino. We're gonna get in the car and drive. I'm supposed to be off from driving. We're gonna get in the car and drive down to Alabama. Jesus. Um, you know, and and spend some time together. So, that's part of what the heck? Hold on. If you ever notice, look at the ground. See how the stripes to the right are really quick? That's telling you that there's an exit coming up. That's an exit only lane. I didn't learn that for a while, and that I started figuring that out. The little small stripes instead of the long ones on the left, that's an exit. That means it's exit only. That's why when I see those stripes, I'm like, oh, let me get over. But one of the saving graces for me as a truck driver is having someone to talk to. We don't talk about nothing. We really don't. We for 10 years. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine. She called me on the way to work. She called me on the way to work. On the way home, I'm going to the park. She called me. She'll call me at the house while she's doing dishes. We'll be talking. I'll hear the clanking of the dishes, get aggravated. But we have talked almost every day, other than maybe an argument or two. We've talked almost every day for the last 10 years. Twice a day for the last 10 years. And instead of making up excuses, okay, babe, I'm going to bed. Well, it's only such and such. Yeah, for you, but I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's way past my bedtime. So I got to go to bed. Because I got to get, she never said nothing. She stayed quiet while I did these local runs and not made enough money, and my credit cards were getting maxed out to supplement. And now she waited for me to realize, hey, man, I need to get back on the road. And I need to take care of this stuff and knock this stuff down. You know what I mean? I need to get back on the road and knock this stuff down. That's why I know this woman was the right person for me to be in my life. That's when I knew she was the one for me. And everyone, even though right now we've been together, it seems like we've been together forever. And I'm very happy about saying that. Because a lot of times I'll be giggling, I'll giggle and like, shoot, I wish I knew you a long time ago. She understands that we're both growing old together. Uh, that's not easy. That's not easy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to admit certain things to your spouse, but that's why, like I said, I'm doing these sit-ups. I should start doing some squats because again, I don't let myself I don't let it get away from me. And I'm not, everybody be like, I'm exercising for me. No, no. I want her to look at me like she used to. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But I got someone that looks at me like that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it and love every minute of it. Exactly. Oh boy. What the heck? What the heck, my man Mike? What exit am I in? I haven't looked up. Okay. With 23 exits to, 23, we're exit 23. 23 miles to South Carolina, which is pretty good. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Mike, if it was up to me, I'd still be 350 pounds. I'd probably be bigger. I'd probably not have a job, probably be in jail for drinking and driving, and I'd probably be dead right now. Let's be honest. I was a hot mess. I still am a hot mess, but I'm figuring it out a little bit by a little bit. You know what I mean? I remember I used to, I'd get into relationships and I gotta go to sleep. What are you gonna go to sleep? And now God puts a person in my life wants to stay on the phone with me. Babe, I gotta go. So I got just the opposite of what I used to have. And it helped my self-esteem to grow from zero, zilch, nada, goose eggs to a decent self-esteem where I learned to work on my mental well-being. And I asked my wife, I asked her, I said, be honest with me. Am I a pushover? Am I this? I mean, she started laughing like, who told you that bullshit? I said, really? She said, yeah. Who told you that? 'Cause that's a lie. And I was so not mortified, but I was so bewildered. I said, "Wow, I thought that I was the biggest pushover. I let everybody, and and I'm really not talking crap because she's running everything, and the reason why she's running everything is because she does it better. If I ran the household, we'd go under. If I ran the household, I'm going to say that again. If I ran our household, we go under. I just need to know in case of emergencies what to do. But I prefer, hey, baby, you know, here. I ain't got no problem with it. You know, I'm. It actually works for us. I mean, it really works for us, and I'm happy that it works for us. But I want to make it better. I mean, I want to win. I want to win that Mega Millions. But yeah, right. You know what I mean? I want to win that Mega Millions. Like, yeah, right. Let me ask you this question, Mike. If you won the Mega Millions, would you buy a farm? I mean, I wouldn't buy no mega farm. I think, maybe something like 25 or 50 acres. Get like a little plow, and and I would actually pay a farmer to teach me how to farm. I was thinking about that. I would pay a farmer to teach me how to farm. I think that would be fun. Because I was up to the north, I seen a lot of farmland. I was up there near Crooked Peach. She was saying I was about, what, 50, 60 miles from where she lived, you know, and, but you see what I'm saying? I would get me like a small plot of land and learn how to farm. Not nothing big. I get one of them. You ever see they call them barn dominiums? It's a barn, but it's actually a house. And I would have that, and because there's a guy, uh, um, what's his name? He bought a farm, a couple of acres, and all he does, Mike, is grow grass. He's got grass plots, and it shows, and that's his whole thing. And he sells grass seed, and that's what he does. Okay, hold on. Oh, Ryan Noor. Ryan Noor. He bought a farm, and man, and that shoot, I had a ball. He had a barn dominium put up, and then the front, he's got ryegrass, then he's got plots where you like different types of grass that he grows, and he just has a ball with it. I think that would be awesome, but I would like to grow something. Ugh, man, I'm feeling it right now. I wish the sun would come up. I wish the sun would. But another thing I learned is don't get in arguments over the road. Man, and you married, don't get in arguments over the road. Don't be arguing over the road. Because now I'm upset and I'm trying to drive this big behemoth. Nah, I'm not playing. Don't get arguments over the road. That's not cool. And you got to be able to trust each other. I remember Norma got mad when we first moved into the house, and I mentioned it. I said I want no niggas in my house. She thought I was thinking she was cheating on me. No, I don't want nobody breaking into the house and stealing stuff. But she took it the wrong way, and I didn't say that because if I don't trust you, we're done. And she needs to know that she needs to be able to trust me. It's about trusting each other. You got to have that trust. You hear a lot of people, well, you're not home. You see, it's like, one, if you're not working, you're a piece of shit. If you're working too much, you're a piece of shit. I'm at the job, Mike. I'm literally at the job. I 9 years ago, I came off the road. I was going to work for my father. But my father, he didn't have everything right. We stopped talking over a $6 sticker. It's called an IFTA sticker. You guys don't realize that 18-wheelers pay, like, it depends. Each state is different. It could be between 40 or 50 cents in taxes, called IFTA taxes, in diesel. Well, I was going to work for him and drive his F-350, and he had a flatbed, and we were going to do loads like that. And if you the way you register the vehicle, you would have to get an IFTA. I said, he told me what he did. I said, Dad, wait till I get home. I will do it together. And he said, no. I said, you need an IFTA sticker. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't. And he thought I was going to cower down. And I said, if you don't get that IFTA sticker, I'm not driving for you. And he got all in this feeling. And I said, I will lose my license. And right now, as a truck driver, this is my whole life. This is all I got. I will lose my license because I'm not registered right. Do you get what I'm saying? And he wouldn't listen. And, I wasn't working at the time. I was out of work for a week. We were going to, get everything together. And Norma came to me and she said, well, you ain't going to just be sitting up in my house. We weren't married yet. I said, okay. She thought I was going to just be sitting around. I was waiting, to see what he was going to do. Since he didn't want to do nothing, I called up night, said, hey, I gave, all my stuff. And I said, when is your next class? And he said, Monday. I said, well, I'm on the other side of town. I'm gonna need a hotel room. He said, okay. And I remember when she came on there, I said, okay, I need a lift over to such and such. She said, why? I said, I got a job. And she was bewildered. She thought I was gonna be some lazy ass person. If one thing I know how to do is work. I ain't saying I'm the greatest worker, but I know how to do is work. And she said, well, I want to go. I said, I don't know if you allow, but and I've been here ever since. This is the longest I've ever been at a job. That's one thing about being over the road and being married. Norma keeps me grounded. And I want to tell a motherfucker to go F off and kiss my yellow behind. I shut up. I said, my wife would kill me. Man, nigga. My wife would kill me. You know what I mean? So now, man, I got a lot of gas. I'm gonna drink this. When I stop today, I'm gonna drink this beet juice. That's gonna clean me out. Oh boy, is it gonna clean me out. But I wonder why. Every time if you something telling you something, I need to make sure I'm gonna drink this beet juice. Everybody talking about getting some Dosalax or what? No, get you some beet juice. Beet juice, next thing you know, beet juice or prune juice. I ain't believe that prune juice, boy. Woo! You will regret the day. Go ahead and drink a big old thing of prune juice. Woo! Prune juice ain't no joke, brother. Oh boy, I think it's 63 or something like that. Exit only. We need to get over. Be honest with you, I hope they ain't got nothing for me. Take my behind to the house. I'm just being honest. I hope they got nothing for me today. I ain't gonna say nothing. And usually when I don't say nothing, next thing you know, I got a back-to-back load. Next thing you know, I got a back-to-back load. Yeah, no. somebody done woke up this morning, Mike. Somebody on the road today. It is what it is. But again, I'm happy that she is my ground, my grounding rod that, I don't mouth off like I would know I used to. Boy, I used to, I used to just, I dropped that bottom lip and it was on. Nah, I'd be like, nah, nah, nah. I try to stay respectful. Ooh, somebody. Oh, you know what? Let me get that. What the heck? Ah, got to take my medicine. Hold on. That nasty. Uh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty, bro. I think I'm gonna pull up, take me a break. Sometimes you need to just pull over and take a break, man. I don't know where I'm gonna pull over and take a break at, but I need to pull over and take a break. I don't know where. Let my that way. So, hey, Mike. So, how far have you gotten on your indoor growing this year? I need to go to your channel and check it out. Um, how many plants do you got? Cultivating right now under your lights and whatnot. I got two lights. We got the indoor light for the banana and the papayas, and it's right next to the avocado. So all of that stuff is being lit up. Um, Norma learned that when you give the avocado too much, the leaves turn yellow. So she's starting to recognize that now. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I'm mainly, again, I said it before, I said it again, I'm mainly, it ain't really about the fruit. It's about making sure they stay alive. I like the fact that my plants are alive and they ain't dead yet. I'll probably be at the next level one of these days, but right now I'm just trying to keep them alive. That's my main thing, keeping them alive. Oh, okay, got you. About it. Oh, let's see, where we at? Where we at? You know what I like though is my hydrangeas. I don't do nothing to them. I have planted them and they come back every year. Now that has been the best thing I ever did was get all those hydrangeas and they all in a bunch. They come back every freaking year. That I love. um, some of my roses came back. Um, but that is something. Oh, you know, I got to get another measuring. I buy a new measuring tape because I gotta buy some new shingles and paint them. So that's next on the list of things I need to do. Uh, let's see here. Load. Must be the money. Oh man. Oh, okay, it must be coming close to South Carolina. See the Loves. Yep. See the Loves. 5 miles to 104. I think I'm gonna pull in there. I think I'm gonna pull in there. Oh, let me tell you what happened yesterday when I picked up this load. Um, the brakes on an 18 wheeler are they what happens? They're air actuated. When you have air in them, they release. When you don't have air in them, they lock up. And a lot of times when it gets real cold, they'll lock up. I remember years ago, I drove all the way through Salt Lake City, blew two sets of tires, and I was dragging it. I ain't know no better. And I was wondering, I couldn't get the truck to move. And I said, wait a minute, I think these brakes are locked up. And I went out there and started banging on you got to have a hammer and you bang on these big, they look like drums next to the wheels, the air tank, the air chamber. You got to bang on them to get them to release. I didn't bang too hard, but I got the left side to release, the other side didn't. And I looked in my mirror and noticed the wheels weren't turning. Oh, and I finally got it to release, but I haven't had that in years. I was like, I don't need to blow some more daggone tires. And they were like, why'd you do that? And I said, no, it wasn't me. Yes, it was. You didn't look. So that's what I went through yesterday. But that back road, you got to watch out when you got like snow and whatever. Look for shaded areas. It'll be ice on the ground or whatever. I had to coast through that like yesterday. You don't hit the brakes, coast through it, go real slow, coast through it. I got out, I said, oh, look, let me get out of this. That was my main objective yesterday is get out of the snow zone. I rode for 9 out of my 10 hours. I rode for 9 hours straight to get out of the snow zone because, it's coming across the Northeast. I was in Virginia. I was like, I don't even want to be in Virginia. You know what I mean? See, we're looking at dry roads now. It wasn't fun yesterday, but that wasn't half bad compared to some of these places. 'Cause I'm like nowadays, the older I get, I'm like, I'm pull over. Screw this. Like, nah, I'm pulling over. Get this. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm good. You know, like, nah, ma, I'm good. But now we not doing that. Oh shoot! Yay, must be the money. I can see the sun coming up. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet you $1 tomorrow. There'll be sun. Let's pull over. Let's see here. Where we at? Where we at? Oh man. Let's see. Where we at? Where we at? You know what? Let's see. Truck straight ahead. Oh, there it is. We'll pull up into the quick trip. You gotta look for the right turn around here, boy. No singing. I'm struggling this morning, bro. Brother, bro, Meister. I'm struggling this morning. Let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Oh man. Oh, what? Where we at? Do. Let's see. Oh man. Sometimes you gotta know your limits, and bruh, I ain't feeling it right now. I need the sun to come up. Um, let's do this. Go off duty. Um, yeah. When I start to get confused, and that's when I was feeling, I'm like, maybe some more coffee, or I like those. I don't know if you've ever had them, but they're the those egg rolls that QT has. Go buy one of them. They're like vegetable pork egg rolls. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go buy one of them. Oh shit! Well, that's a real good light. Let's see. That's hey, okay. That's a better light. Ooh, shoot. Man, yeah, one one slip of judgment, man, you done. One slip of judgment, you done, bro. Okay, I'm going. I'm going to walk up in here and get me a egg roll and maybe some tea. I think that'd be better. Egg roll and some tea. I think that'd be awesome. I will be right back. Let me put my jacket on. Jacket on. Let's sit here and do a 30 minute. And going for the blessing. You know what I mean? Right there. You know. The company gave me a winter coat, but that's a little heavy. Heavy and bulky, but that's a good thing. I'll take the lighter one, and I will be right. Bear with me. I'll be right back. Double check operates. Oh my goodness. Let me turn this heat on full blast. It's cold out there today. Boy, I said in my thing, being married and being over the road, this is this is a lonely freaking life, bro. But when you have somebody who's got your back, it's very fulfilling. You know, really. A lot of times I call her just to say, "Hey, I was just thinking about you," and we do the same thing to each other all day long, and you just don't know how that is. Even though the bills are due and stuff needs to be taken care of, we find time for each other, and that's got to be the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't know about anybody else. It's got to be the best thing that's ever happened. Trying not to eat, but I just got an alert from a bank. My account is so freaking low right now. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Got this flavoring for the water. Boy, does that mess help. Woo-hoo. I don't need to go in there and get. I was gonna get some tea. I'm like, man, why am I wasting money when I got like 14 gallons of freaking water in here? You know. Fifty shit. I wonder if I should take a nap, or I know the sun can come up in about an hour. There's some heat, heat. It's only 36, but it's a cold 36, bro. I don't know. Yeah, Mike, I ain't moving until the sun come up. The, my spider sense is tingling. It's crazy. I get all this sleep, and I'm still getting a little tired. Like you said, better safe than sorry. My windshield looks kind of screwed. I got to get some what you call it. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do, Mike. Do it. Give me a little power nap. I'm actually 140 miles out, and I'm done for the day. Wow. How many inches did you? How many inches did you have? Do you guys? I think you said you got a snowblower. You got like a battery powered snowblower or whatever. I'd be having too much fun. Oh wow! I'm sorry. I remember those days, brother. It really, I didn't have to deal with it in my adult life. Oh, I did. I was stationed in Maine, and we lived in Connecticut, but most of my adult life was down here in the South, at least the foot. Wow. They got those battery powered snowblowers. But the crazy thing about when you see stuff that says battery powered, you still it still has to go through a coal power plant or a um, other fossil fuel plants to power your battery powered stuff. You see what I'm saying? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. right. Yeah, I think I better do it like a power nap or whatever. Let my mind relax. Get a woosah, so I can, once the sun come up, I can move again. That April hit the spot, bro. Let the woosah hit him. All right, y'all. So we're gonna cut it a little short. Coming up at 7 o'clock. Wellness take the stage. Positive affirmations and fashion sense. And the cruising is fun anytime at 9 o'clock with Day Crew. Go live together and Miss T with the T. And check out Crooked Peach. She'll normally do a live in between then. I guess I would catch you guys later. I'm gonna give me a power nap in and take me a little break and get my brain back into driving mode. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And as always, you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for coming in and listening to the bull.